I'm Rachel Ramsey here at ITEXPO Miami. I'm here with Mike Coffey, CEO of Commetrex. Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Rachel, my pleasure.
So tell me a little bit about your company.
Well, for the last 20 years, we've been providing media and protocol technologies to equipment developers, primarily in the form of fax technologies. Over the last few years, we have, I guess, sort of eaten our own dog food and wrapped those technologies in an advanced telephony framework we call Bladeware. And Bladeware is now the preferred platform for several enterprise equipment OEMs, fax server, and hosted fax OEMs. At the show, however, we are demonstrating Smart ATA, which is the flagship product of our sister company, NetGen Communications. In addition, we have a new product that we introduced at the Austin show called a Fax Tap for SIP. That's what I was referring to a moment ago, got a little ahead of myself. And we're actually doing live demonstrations of Fax Tap for SIP in our booth.
Okay, so give us a quick rundown of Smart ATA and what it brings.
Okay, well, you know I love that question because it is a unique product without cheapening the word. Fax Tap, I'm sorry, there I go again. SIP, Smart ATA, is a full function ATA, PSTN to IP gateway, and integrated access device. That doesn't make it unique. What makes it unique is that it is equipped with Commetrex Smart FOIP. The Smart FOIP solves two of the most vexing problems that service providers and their subscribers, of course, have experienced with FOIP. And what I'm talking about is the late T38 reinvite problem, which I won't go into, but it's a biggie, and the PCM clock sync problem, another 30-minute geeky presentation. So I won't go into that, but the important point is that making those two problems vanish, and Smart ATA does, improves fax success rates over FOIP by 10 to 20%. Now that's huge. That's a lot fewer trouble tickets. It's a lot better customer satisfaction, and it's actually higher revenue for the service provider because the subscriber no longer has to keep his old pouch line for fax. Instead, he can repurpose, if you will, that revenue, giving it to the service provider for additional SIP trunks.
Okay.
Oh, there's more.
Okay.
Smart ATA also has, it was the only ATA that supports V34, which is a fax modem that goes at twice the speed of any other. And we've recently introduced what we call Smart ACS, which is an auto configuration server that allows the service provider to cost effectively service hundreds or even thousands of these products in the field automatically.
Great. Well, that all sounds really exciting.
It is. Come by the booth, everybody.
Yeah, we will. So you mentioned Fax Tap for SIP before, and I know you introduced that in Austin. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, if a service provider uses Smart ATA, he's well on the way to having very few FOIP problems. Fax Tap for SIP is for the rest of the world because they're going to have big problems and they need a solution. Fax Tap for SIP is an analysis tool for equipment OEMs, service providers, and even lawful intercept OEMs to analyze their fax calls. It picks up where Wireshark, which is the preeminent analysis tool in the industry, it's also free, but it picks up where Wireshark leaves off. And anyone that's used Wireshark to chase down FOIP problems know that Wireshark can be challenged a little bit by fax. All of us can. It's complicated. But what we're able to do is correctly analyze FOIP calls, and Wireshark doesn't render the image. That's where the lawful intercept applicability comes in. Because if you are going to intercept the bad guy's conversation, you don't want to miss out on their faxes. And this technology is available as libraries so that the lawful intercept OEM can actually integrate it directly into his product.
Okay. And what's the latest from SIP Forum and the i3 Forum?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess you've heard that we're doing a lot of testing. I'll tell anybody that will stop and listen to it because it's important to promote the good work that the SIP Forum is doing. Well, what we've done is teamed up with the i3 Forum. i3 Forum is a big deal. It is nearly 50 global carriers, international carriers, and they are focused on making sure that fax is ready when we pull the plug on the old network. Well, we're working with them to do joint testing, which is unprecedented. Carriers are known to keep their cards close to their vest, but they realize that only by doing joint testing with the SIP Forum that we can first analyze and then solve the problems. And we've been doing this now for 3 years. We've gone through 2 very intense testing phases to both define the problems, to try to get a handle on the cause, and then to recommend, and it's about to be accepted, recommend the solution to the appropriate standards bodies. We've just started phase 3 testing this week. That's the news. And the purpose of the phase 3 testing is to prove the theory that we came up with to solve these problems. So we're excited.
Yeah, sounds great. And thank you for coming in to talk to us. And
My
we look
pleasure.
forward to seeing what you have at ITEXPO.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.